9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the podcast from Doug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray.
Hey.
This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions, turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Hey. Yeah, we finally made it. We made it through the storm. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's all good. We are on BP time, but it's all good. You know what I mean? Because we got to do what we got to do. And like I said before, I'm blaming all this shit on COVID, okay? We ain't taking a blame. COVID and Be Live, and they're going to hear the business from us. For real.
As soon as this is over, they're going to hear it.
Definitely. So anyway, I want to give a shout out to everybody that ends up checking out this podcast. But we have a super dope guest today. We have the Blast Podcast, a fellow podcaster in the building. Yes. So, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Well, I am Brother DSP, your friendly neighborhood media personality, the creator and host of the Blast Podcast. You might have heard me talking to Lady Miz when she came on the platform, and we had a great conversation. But thank you guys for having me on here. Shout out to you, Ray. You were very instrumental in getting this whole thing together. So I have to give you a shout out, man, for sure, man.
Yeah, shout out to you, man, for being so patient with it.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, of course. I know what it takes to get this whole thing running. So trust me, I understand.
Yes, we appreciate that. Yes, because you know what? I guess if someone doesn't do this, they don't understand because you do this. So you already know what it is. You know what I mean? So you know the struggles that go on, especially when you're doing it yourself. But it's all good though.
Absolutely.
Because we're still making it happen. And there's always other opportunities. But we making this one happen today. Because this is long overdue. You know that, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, like where you're from. But let's start off with that.
Well, I mean, you could say I was born and raised in Rockland County, born in Good Samaritan Hospital, right out of there, stayed in Spring Valley for a little bit. After Spring Valley, probably spent the majority of growing up in like between Haverstraw and West Haverstraw. You know what I mean? So,
all right.
Probably like from 12 to 13 all the way up until 31, 32, I was in that area. And right now I'm staying in Nyack. So I'm like Rockland County. Yeah, I'm in Yacktown right now. So I'm like Rockland County to the bone. So like that's why I do what I do with my platform, because I was an artist at one point, and I understand the importance of, acknowledgement and encouragement. So you know what I mean? Yeah.
So let's talk about that really quick. So I didn't know that you was an artist before.
Yeah, I had so many different names, man.
Oh wow. So I want to know the history of that.
Wow.
Well, because if I'm right, that probably led you, like you said, up to this point to get into this.
Absolutely.
Myself. So talk to me about the history of you as an artist. When did you start? What were you doing? Rapping? Was it R&B?
Well, I would write lyrics of my favorite MCs at the time, just to see what they were doing and how they would pattern the words. And after a while, I was like, wait a minute, I think I could do this. And then, at first it was rhyming hat, bat, rat, cat. You know what I mean? So after a while, they were like, oh, you okay? You good with this? And then as you progress, you start understanding the syllables. And then that's when you really start understanding the patterns and everything like that. So I was huge on lyrics. That was my
Okay.
number one thing. I loved lyricism. So that was one thing that was huge with me. And I also dibbled and dabbled with the beats. You know what I mean? Like at 17 years old, I told me and my boys, I was like, yo, we gonna get a deal. This is when like Rough Riders was doing their thing, Cash
Okay.
Money, No Limit. So like I already had the independent mindset, and I was like, yo, we're gonna have to do this ourselves. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So I
Mm-hmm.
was making beats, I was writing, my boys was rhyming with me. A lot of them I'm still cool with now. We're still doing business together now. So
Okay.
it's real deep. They're gonna see this and know exactly what I'm talking about. And like, wow, we had different groups, soloists. It was nuts. Like we were really chasing it. It was just we never had the chance because one thing I learned from talking to one of the artists that are like going through the same thing that a lot of us go through from out here, he said there's like an ego issue when you go into the boroughs.
Oh my
They feel like
goodness.
you have to protect something and they won't give you
Mm.
a shot no matter how good you are. You know what I mean? They
Yes.
won't give
Yes.
you that cut. They'll be like, oh, they're trying to outshine me. And they're not even from out here, so they're not getting that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
It's
Right.
different
That's
now
right.
because the resources. So before, Miz, like we had to do demos, open
Yes.
mic shows. If
A
the
whole
if the
lot of legs
label
up
liked
in the
you,
trunk.
yes, selling your own shit. If the label
Yes.
liked you, they give you the tryout, and it
Yes.
depends on how much of a fool you're willing to make yourself to get them to invest in you. Like you got to jump on the table, scream in their
Mm.
face, and sometimes after you do that, they may not even call you.
Yep. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I
You know what I
seen
mean? So it's like
who
going
who
through all that.
said
That really jaded me. So I
that?
was like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? I don't know if I could do this anymore because it was a lot. I could sit here and talk to you for 3 hours just on that. But I was like, I'm not going to do that because we got other things to get into. But no, I mean, like, I was really in, like, fully immersed in chasing
Uh-huh.
the record deal. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, I sure do. So let me give some quick shout outs. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, okay. Let me just shout out DJ Cisco on the check-in. And he said one to your comment, he said, and you may get jumped. I gotta laugh at that. It's
Yes.
funny.
Yo, see?
For
He
real.
understands.
Get the strap, y'all. Get the strap. You might get jumped. You know what I mean?
He understands. He
To Gabe.
understands.
Yes, Gabe from Family TV. What's up? What's up, Mark? What's up, Haiti?
So,
So
because
oh, go ahead.
basically, when you look at the music thing, this is it's a hustle. It's no different than selling selling some weed on the block. You got to
Yeah.
you got to really push your
Yes.
product.
Yeah, you
Yes.
got to really believe in it. You know what I mean? Really believe in the product that you're selling at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Most definitely, and I agree with you. It's a struggle. I think, like you said, when you're an artist, I think a lot is expected from an artist, but in right
Yes.
now, I think it's even more because
Yes.
now that this independent wave is going on, you now got to kind of be the label yourself, right? So
Absolutely.
they're not investing in you. They want you to already have your numbers up and already have a fan base before they
Yes.
come in and invest in you. So I think it's great that, we take other avenues to reach people, such as podcasts and other things.
Yep.
So shout
Yep.
out to you for doing that,
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
expanding yourself and going beyond that, because
Yes.
that's
Yes.
important.
Gotcha.
Yes, definitely. So, we want to definitely get into you and with your podcast. So let's talk
Yes.
about you. I know you said that made you go into it, the music. What when did you start getting into doing the podcast?
I was talking about it for a while with another friend of mine that I'm doing another podcast with. Shout out to Corrupt
Mhm.
Minds. We do a podcast called Dangerous Minds where we do like socio-political commentary.
Okay.
But we were talking about it for like 2 3 years. And then he had a situation that had came up to where he couldn't really get into the podcasting. And I just kept thinking about it, pushing it off to the side. And then like I work customer service. And there was one lady that was like, you know something, you should really get into radio. You have a really nice voice, or what is it they do now? Podcasting or whatever. And I was like,
Okay.
oh, thank you. And she was like, no, like take me serious. I'm a life coach. Like, you should really
Oh,
do it.
okay,
And then
okay.
that's when the
Shout out
light
to
bulb went
Bruno.
off. Like, it was like the universe was speaking to me.
Right,
So I was
right.
just like, okay, I'm gonna do
Yes.
this. And then of course I had a co-host before. We were doing the socio-political thing.
Hmm.
Something happened with him to where I guess he couldn't do it anymore. So I had to like rebrand sort of. And my
Okay.
thing was like, yo, why don't I just talk to all the artists and entrepreneurs and everyone doing their thing out here? And then
Right.
once that started, it just hasn't stopped.
Yes, because everybody's into that anyway. I think everybody
Yeah,
got a piece of something in this industry, whether it's entertainment, rather it's rapping, singing, dancing, whatever, comedy, it don't matter. There's something that somebody is doing, as far as
absolutely.
entertainment wise. Big shout out to Shaki. I see you. What's good, Shaki?
It's
Um,
good, Shaki. Yeah, how'd you come up with the Blast Podcast? Is the name?
It's funny because that's one of my favorite hip hop songs of all time from Talib Kweli and High Tech.
oh,
Like
okay.
anytime I'm in a like creative or in like a great mood, that
Uh-huh.
beat is in on loop in my head. And I was like, yo, why don't I just call it? Because like to me, this right here, this is my heart. So I was like, yo, why don't I just name it after probably one of my most favorite songs in hip hop? And
Nice.
that's what I
Okay.
did. And it caught like hot fire. I didn't think people would even understand. They were like, yo, I like the name. Where'd you get that from? And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I tell them, they be like, wow, that's
Yeah.
different. I was like, yeah,
Yes.
What up,
good
Troy? What
question,
up?
Ray. I like that one. Thank you, brother.
What's poppin', Troy? We see you. Don't worry, we got to get you on here too, Troy. We setting up your appointment.
Yeah,
Um,
anybody that's watching, make sure you come on here, man. Make sure you're coming in here.
yes,
It's a
yes.
vibe.
And Troy, hit up the Blast Podcast. You
For
know what I'm
real, for
saying, for
real.
interviews too. Yeah, Troy
Holla
does
at me, Troy.
um, reviews out in Times Square. I don't know if you've seen, but he
Oh,
be
word?
there.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
It's
yes. He
the
do.
funniest shit you ever.
Okay. I got to
Yes,
check that out.
his energy is so dope. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? His
Yeah,
energy is super dope. So you make sure y'all, you link up. That'll be a
but for sure.
good link for you guys. Just gave me goosebumps. The song is fire. I don't know what song.
Oh, they're just the Blast. He said from Talib Kweli.
Okay. So somebody said
Yes,
that
high tech Talib Kweli.
Right.
okay, yes, yes,
Reflection Eternal.
yes, yes. Um, so when you say that you were rapping first and then you get into here, do you still write at all with your lyrics, or did you just completely just say that's
Like,
it?
it's not that I stopped. Like,
Okay.
every now and then when I like hear a beat that inspires me, I won't write a thing down. I
Uh-huh.
just like recite a few words in my head and be like, damn, I think I could still go. And then be like, nah, never mind. You know what I mean? I don't even really go at it like that anymore at all. Like, if you knew me before, I had notebooks of
Wow.
lyrics, like
Okay. Okay.
notebooks. So like now it's to me, it's like I've been there, done that. Like if I hear something that inspires me, I'll be like, "Ooh, this beat is hard," and then I'll be like, and then I'll think of a few bars, like 3 to 4, and then I'll be like, "Calm down, Dell. Stop. Chill, chill, chill."
But
You know what I mean?
listen,
Chill.
okay, so what makes you say I'm not moving further with this?
The business end of the music business. That's what jaded me.
Mm,
I love creating. I love creating, as you see with the
okay.
podcast and all that. But
Yes.
the music side, when we were doing it, was very nasty. Like, do
It
you
still
remember
is.
how back in the day people used to brag about their advance?
Yes.
They had no idea that advance was their publishing being taken away from them. And it's worth way
And
more
a
than that
damn
advance you
loan that
got.
they gotta pay back.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it was a
Yes.
nasty business. And then when I was trying to get in, that's when the 360 came. And then I was
Mm.
like, nah, never mind. I can't. I can't give you everything that I worked for.
That's right. That's right. But I mean, I guess again, that takes me back to the whole independent artist thing because
Yeah,
now, you could do everything yourself. You can get your own publishing company. You can get
absolutely.
your own music out. You could do, direct sell from you to the customer where you're not splitting your money with these streaming companies and you're actually getting your full amount.
Nope.
So there's so many different avenues. So, I don't know if it's in your heart and you really love to do it, but you don't want to be the artist. Have you ever thought about writing for other people?
Yeah, yeah.
I have thought about ghostwriting, but I wanted
Okay.
to do it for like a woman. Like I didn't want to write for another dude. See, if I'm gonna write for,
Why?
if it's for, because I don't want him to sound like me. You know what I mean? If it's a dude, it has to be like a kid. Like I'll write,
Wow.
like I'll write like for the next little Bow Wow. Don't get it twisted. Like I'll have a little kid talking raunchy as hell. They'll be like, "Whoa, what is he saying?" I'll write for a kid, but for a woman, I think I could really go crazy.
Okay, all right, all right. DJ Cisco said to one of your comments of the advance money, he said they got like 10K and they thought they were billionaires back then. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
shout out to him, yo. He knows exactly what I'm talking about.
They
He
still
knows
doing
exactly what I'm talking about.
they still doing it now. They got these guys handing them a little bit of money and they still thinking they on top of the world with it.
Yes, yes, definitely.
That's a fact. And they bragging about it. And I'm like, bro, do you really know how much your publishing is worth?
Yeah, that's crazy. That is
Yeah.
man.
That's why you see a lot of them now before their careers even up, they broke and they still trying to figure it out.
Still trying to
Yeah,
figure
which is
it out.
smart. Which is smart.
Gotta get it
Because like I
together.
said, this business is nasty. If they know like you suffer from PTSD and you don't know your business and you're just there trying to make music, they'll make sure that's exactly what you're doing while they're pimping you.
Yep. Yep, because you damn sure gonna get pimped, okay?
Yes,
And that's
it's gonna happen.
the whole game is either you getting pimped or you're doing the pimping.
That's
Very,
a
very,
fact. That's a
very
fact.
true. This shit is crazy, man. You know, but we gotta stay strong in it. Only the strong survive, right?
That's
You know
it.
what I mean?
That's it at the end of the day.
So talk to me about what do you like most about doing your podcast? What is it that you like the most?
Building with the different people that I talk to. Like I spoke to producers, I spoke to artists, of course, like rappers, singers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've also spoken to like CEOs of their own companies. Like
Oh, okay.
there's one young lady I spoke to. Her name is Natalie. She has a company called Indigenous Hands. And like
Oh,
to find out the work that she does, it's basically her own skin treatment that she uses with like fruits, vegetables, and plants. And she's doing
nice.
homework every day
Natural.
because her kids have sensitive skin. And she was like, I can't give them the stuff that they have in the store. So I'm researching every day to make sure my kids are good. And her husband was like, why don't you just sell it? And ever
Right.
since then, she's just been making dough. And just
And
to
it's
hear
called
her
Indigenous
story,
Hand?
it's like inspirational, So like just
Yes.
interacting with the different people, it's amazing.
Yeah, you don't realize how much you learn about people from talking to them on these podcasts, and how much y'all got in common.
Yo, facts,
That is
facts.
very true.
Just the other day, there was an artist I spoke to. Like I would have never thought that me and him shared like the same favorite MC. Like we were sitting there talking about Prodigy, like we'd known each other for years, and I just met him that day. And I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Did you ever meet Prodigy? Because he lived in Rockland. He was living in
One
Pomona.
time, I ran into
Okay.
Prodigy at the mall. I didn't know how small he was.
Yes, yes,
May,
yes.
may,
He's
may
very
he
small.
rest in peace,
He
but he
was
was
very
small, and I was
rest
like,
in peace to him.
wow. Like
Yes,
on TV,
yes,
he looks like he's 10 feet tall, but
yes.
not at
I'm
all.
glad you said that because when I come on camera and I be feeling like I look big, I be like, shit, it's the TV. It's not me, y'all. They put
It's the
10 pounds on y'all.
TV. It's the TV, y'all, for real.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So DJ Cisco, he funny. Look, he goes, will he do a collab with Lady Miz or DJC Radio Records? Radio.
Oh, look at him.
Get some work done.
Oh, man, he's getting his Puff Daddy on. That is funny. Oh, go ahead, Cisco. You wow.
He tried. He said, shit, I'm gonna make it work. Big shout out to Chardell. I see you on the check-in, mama. I hope you're staying safe out there in LA, baby
Word.
girl.
Word.
Yes, oh my God. So we talked about what you like most, and obviously you learn a lot from people that you bring on your show because
Yes.
you get in deep into what they do, and
Mhm.
you just learn. Period. Everybody got something that they're doing that's different, which is great. What is
Yeah.
it that you hate the most about doing it that you don't like?
I don't want to use the word hate, but frustrating.
Okay.
trying to schedule the different people because
Mm,
sometimes you get people they'll be like, "Yo, all right, this day." That day comes, you don't hear a word, and I'm just
mm,
like,
okay.
"What's
Professionalism.
going on?"
Yep.
And I'm like, "All right, you know what? Let me chill. I'm not gonna because if I hit them up now, you're gonna get my emotions." And I'm like, "You know what? Let me
Right, right.
chill. Let me give it a few days." And I'll hit them up
Uh-huh.
like, "Yo, what happened? You know, we were supposed. Yo, my bad." Da, 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 da. So it's usually like some people I can hit them up quick, get it done. But there's some
Right,
people
right.
I gotta like chase.
You
I'll be
gotta
like,
chase.
come on, yo. I'm trying to get you on the platform. I know we can make some good content. And after a
Right,
while, they're
right.
just like, yo, my bad. After I stop hitting them up, that's when they're like, yo, my bad, no disrespect. Da, 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 da. I'm like, it's all right, man. It's just I have to move on. I can't keep chasing
Right,
you.
Yep. Yep.
That's the
exactly.
And
only thing I would say is frustrating.
they look at you when you say you want to move on, like it's something wrong for you for saying, you know what? I'm good right now because I got other things to do. You know, like, hey, you should
Yeah,
have
no,
trusted.
no, yeah. Yo, the thing is, that's how busy I am with this platform, and that's what I love about it too. It does keep me busy. But like, if I was
Yeah.
depending on that one guest for that episode, and they did that, I don't think I would have reacted the same way. I probably would have flipped. But it's just because I'm so busy, I can be like, you know what? If I don't have this guest this week, I'll do this episode by myself, and then next week I'll have another guest. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Yes. I think when we talk about stuff like that, it's sometimes people they're not and this is not a shot at anyone, but we gotta let's be honest, some people are not really that professional when it comes to things as far as handling their business. Everybody wanna be, a star or
Yep.
notice or whatever it is, but
Yep.
nobody wanna put in the work to get it
Exactly.
done the proper way.
Exactly.
So they don't understand that that is a reflection of how you are and how you do your business.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I mean?
it also shows how truly ambitious you are. You know what I mean? If you're ambitious
Exactly.
and somebody hits you up to basically give you exposure, you should be on it like that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm here. What's
Yes.
good? I'm ready. You know what I mean? But sometimes you run
Exactly.
into people that are just very lackadaisical, and I'm like, yo, in this business, you're not gonna make it like that.
You
I'm gonna tell
sure
you
ain't.
right now.
You
Like you
You
just might lose a check if you're not on there. You know what I mean?
there you go. You just might lose a check. That's what I'm talking about. That's a fact.
But you know,
That's a fact.
some people, in especially in the music business, a lot of independents think that they're already on top of the world. They put out one song,
The
they get
ego.
yeah, they get a few
The
likes, boom,
ego is different. Yes.
forget everything. You know, like I've already made it. Like nah, the hustle ain't over.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, you just got in. You still got tons of work to do.
Yeah,
Have you ever came across people or dealt with somebody where the ego was just too much that you couldn't deal with them at all?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna say any names, but like,
Mhm.
there's this one dude, man. I don't know what he was trying to achieve, but like, let me say this. I know he wants to
Uh-huh.
be on the show, but like, you know how you can like talk to somebody and their energy is just off,
Yes.
and then you could
Hell
see
yeah.
their ways where it's like super manipulative. And I
Mm-hmm.
seen that from the beginning, and I was like,
Mm.
I can't mess with this guy. It got to the point where I had to tell him, bro, I'm never gonna have you on this platform. I told him
Wow.
straight up. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
At
Just
least
so
you
he
being
knows
honest.
that, yeah, just to get it out of the way, no confusion, no blur, nothing. Like, bro, you're
Right,
never
right,
coming on
right.
here, so you can stop. And it stopped.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It stopped.
I sure do.
yeah. But hey, respect, yo, because some people beat around the bush. You let them off. No, hey, it's over, yo. Just cut it.
Yeah, straight out the gate.
Mm,
Coming on the show, it is what it is. You're honest and you're upfront, which is good. Because that's how you get all the bullshit out the way early. You know what I mean? So
yes, yo, it's so true. You know who taught me that?
huh?
You know who taught me that? My mom's. She was like,
Oh,
yo, be completely honest with people. Trust me, all the bullshit will go away. And I was like, because when I was younger, I used to like bend the truth to my, to where I look good. And my mom was like, yo, just tell them the truth. I guarantee you, the people that are real, they're gonna stick around. The rest of them are just fluff, yo. And after I started doing that, A lot of fat was cut, and I'm like, wow. That's why
Yes.
I hold her and my pops to the highest regard. They gave me so much gems that I hold dear, close. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So
Yes, definitely. That's important too. They say if you tell one lie, you got to tell more lies to
keep
support that
to
lie.
keep just to
Right.
keep that one lie. Yep,
Exactly. Exactly.
yep.
Yeah, shout out to your parents though for sending them jewels, because sometimes we get them jewels and we don't even listen to them. You'll be like,
Just be straight
Yeah,
lying.
sometimes it goes one ear out the other, but yo, I listen to them, man. Thank goodness I listen.
yeah,
Yes, but you know what I like about you is that one, I see how you move.
Hmm.
I've been watching you show love for everybody. I noticed that, and even for myself. So I want to thank you personally for
You're
showing
welcome. You're
enough,
welcome.
having me on your platform, for sharing my stuff on a regular
Yeah,
basis. I truly, truly appreciate that. So shout out to you for that. Your spirit. When you talk about spirits,
yeah,
your spirit, you can tell, is coming from a good place. You know what I
yes,
mean?
yes, genuine.
And yes, exactly. And I can tell, and I can see it. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
It's some people, like you said, you could tell. And
You
I,
could
I still
tell.
have them on, because I be like, okay, I give people a shot, but sometimes you can feel it. You can
Yeah,
feel like,
absolutely,
this ain't good. This is not good. Mm-mm. So,
absolutely.
how is COVID affecting you with your podcast? Let's talk about that.
Yo, you know what? One thing
What's
I could
up?
say about COVID, it was a gift and a curse
Okay.
because when it first hit, I was expecting like from think about it. I was supposed to do a visual every month this year for the
Okay.
podcast, and I had one from February. I had one for March. Then COVID-19 came, and I mean that
Mm,
shut things down on the visual aspect probably until August or September. No, August, because that's when I put out another one. But think about it. That could have been about 5 to 7 visuals I could have had there. You know what I mean?
really?
So that COVID messed me up with the visuals, but that was the curse. The gift was this: everybody was home,
yep,
so
Yes.
they had no
Yes, yes,
excuse
yes.
not to link with me. Everybody was home. Everybody was bored, not doing anything. So I started reeling in the guests, and they were like, "Yo, yeah, I seen what you're doing. I want to be on there. I'm not even doing anything right now. Let's go." And from there, it just took off. So that's the gift part of it. So I mean, other than that, I mean, the new normal that we have to deal with, like the masks and
Hmm.
all that craziness,
Yeah.
that's messed with me mentally. Like seeing certain like New York City is like a ghost town right now. Do you understand that? Like
It's a
when COVID
ghost
hit, Times
town.
Square was like there was no one there. Like I think Lower West Side they said is
I
like
know.
people are moving out. It's crazy. So it's pretty serious. People was like, oh, it's
Real
just a
bad.
hoax. This, that, and the third. I was like, well, some people believe it, and they are leaving New York. You know what I mean? So it's
They
crazy.
getting the hell out of there. They getting the hell out of there. A lot of them are moving more north now. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
they're
They're
moving
all
further
trying
up
to
north.
come a
Yep.
little more north.
The
Yep,
standard of
that's what
living
that
out
is.
here is crazy
Listen, I don't
anyway. It's
blame them.
just nuts.
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But moving north also helped a lot of these people because their jobs now being at home, they don't have to leave. They could do everything
Yep.
from home. So a lot of people, and a lot of you hear a lot of these people now hearing that they're not even going to be going back to work in their buildings anymore ever.
Ever.
So
Yes, I heard
moving,
that.
having to,
At first I heard next year, like spring, summer. Then I heard they were like,
Uh-huh.
we probably don't even have to go in anymore. And I was like,
Right, right. Yeah.
wow.
It's a gift and a curse because some
Yes.
people will lose their job and might not be able to find work. And then
Find
there
another
comes
one.
the survival part, right?
yep,
Yeah,
That's a fact.
that's what the issue is. But then for those who can work from home is great. And for those who are entrepreneurs or know how to make money, then they'll
Yes.
do fine. But it's sad for the ones who don't. You know what I mean? I think that's sad. I just want to tell you, somebody said that you sound like their soulmate. I don't know if she meant from somebody else that you sound like that she was with, or I or no, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
because that person, I believe she lost that person. So rest in peace to that person. But she said that you sound like
R.I.P.
me. Yes.
Okay.
Off
Okay.
how you speaking. Yes, definitely.
Shout out to ladies.
He must have been a good dude. Must have been a good dude.
Yes, yes. For sure. I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was.
Shout out to Anthony Hilson.
Yes. So when you talk about the virus, right? We're talking about the virus. How do you feel about COVID-19?
Well, I have mixed feelings about it because I did lose some people to COVID, like legit lost them to COVID. Not they died to something else and they wrote it down. Like, nah, they caught it and they passed
Yes,
away. But
me too.
I also believe there is some sensationalism involved with
Mhm.
it. I also believe that Big Pharma is banking off of it too. But there's something out there, though. I'm not going to say there's nothing out there. The way I look
Yes,
at it is like HIV. Do you remember when HIV first broke out and AIDS and people were like, oh my God, you can't do
yes.
nothing or you're going to
Mhm.
catch it? That's how I feel with COVID right now. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be safe. I'm going to make sure I don't do anything crazy so I don't catch it or give it to anyone that I love. But I'm not going to listen to everything that they're saying about it because if
Yes.
you do, you'll go crazy for
Yeah.
sure.
Hell yeah, because the media is
Woo!
definitely trying to control people and create fear and create more separation with the people so that they can keep us distracted so they can go behind the scenes and do what they do and change laws and do all other types of
That's
stuff.
it.
And then
That's
we
it.
we we asked out after that, pretty much. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
That's it.
So
That's it.
it is important. Do you think so? Let me ask you this. Do you think that the president really has COVID-19?
Oh, she's putting me on the spot with this one. Oh, you know what? It's
You don't have
funny.
to answer it. You don't have to
No,
answer
I'm
it.
gonna answer. I'm gonna answer. But before I answer, I was thinking about this today, right? When I woke up this morning, then I see Kelly Rowland said something about it, and she was
Oh,
like,
she
"He doesn't have it," and I'm like,
mm.
"Damn, you could do that?" Because I'm like, "This is Kelly Rowland." You know what I'm saying? Destiny's Child.
Yes.
She can say that because guess what? I don't think he
What?
has it.
I
I
really
think
don't either.
I think his people came to him and were like, bro, your numbers look bad. And
Mm.
the debate didn't help. So we need some sympathy. You're going to catch COVID. You're going to go to this hospital for a short stay. And everybody's going to say, we hope you feel better. And it's going to
Yeah.
look great. We're going to call you a warrior. We're going to push this to the moon.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm.
And,
And
he
listen,
leaving tonight?
listen, we are in agreement with that for
Yep.
sure.
I'm just saying.
Are you?
I'm just
I've
saying.
been saying that. I'm gonna tell you like this, because of the way this country is. As soon as somebody, especially powerful, gets, we start to get real sympathetic to them. He's gonna get a real
Yes.
boost in his numbers. Watch, you see, he's gonna get a boost real quick.
DJ Cisco, how you feel about that? Your boy numbers is going to go up.
Yo, I hate to say it, but it's true. Like, I saw Snoop Dogg send his prayers to Trump. Mr. FDT himself. I was like, whoa,
Wait,
come on,
Snoop?
Snoop.
Are you serious? I
Go to
didn't
his
see that.
Instagram. Go to his
Oh, I'm
Instagram.
gonna
I
have
don't
to
know if
check
it's
his
still there,
IG, y'all. I'm gonna have to check
but
it.
but when I saw it, I was like, wait, whoa, Snoop. I mean, of course you had the people celebrating Snoop. Oh, you were the bigger man. That's so good. I'm like,
Fuck that.
come on, y'all. Y'all
Like,
really believe he
nah,
caught? Like,
B.
he's been shitting on the thing the whole time. Like,
Yep.
Right, right. The DJ Cisco says he's trying to make people think that COVID can be beat.
oh,
That's what he
absolutely.
feels.
What
That's
you're gonna
what
see it. You're gonna see everything afterwards. Watch. You're gonna see. It's gonna get real nasty.
I can
oh
believe that
man.
too, because you know what? The only difference between him and the American public is because he got doctors that's trying everything that they're not trying on me and you if we got it. So
Yes.
he's gonna show that
Yes.
it can be beat, but he's not gonna tell the truth about it.
That's a
Mm,
fact. That's a
mm.
fact, sir. Oh man, that was real. That was real.
That's crazy. But listen, it's so many different things going on. It's a lot of conspiracies out there. A lot of people are talking about the human trafficking, the things that's going on with the kids, the adrenochrome,
Well,
right?
that's
Go ahead.
that's not a conspiracy. We know that's a fact.
No,
Like,
yes.
Yeah.
What I people call it a conspiracy,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
we
yeah.
know for a fact that this is happening. They've been taking organs. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Kids is
yes,
missing. These things are not. But some people say conspiracy theory with the adrenal. Is it? Am I saying it right?
Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome.
Yeah.
Adrenochrome
yes, yes.
where they take the kids and they do stuff to them because it does something to their blood at that time. Like this is
Yep.
some crazy times that we're living in, and it's very very frightening. But for me, what sometimes I say, was this going on years and years ago, and it's just now being exposed, kind of how social media exposed police brutality? What do you think
Yo,
about
I
that?
think I think a lot of the things that we're hearing about, like the Hollywood sex scandals, the missing children, the bodies you find with no organs in them, that's probably been going on for centuries. Where
Okay.
I can't
Okay.
pinpoint because there's times in Europe you'll see it, there's times in Asia you'll see it. You know what I mean? There's
Mhm.
times in indigenous America you'll see it. You know what I mean? So you can't really pinpoint it. It's just what are the people doing it for? Is it sick reasons? Like
Right.
like you said, could it be human trafficking? Could it be ritualistic stuff and we just don't understand because we're not a part of it? It's a lot of stuff that's involved with that. So like it's I like looking into that because I'm just huge on different perspectives. That's
Uh-huh.
why I think I'm so objective when it comes to certain things. Like I can sit there and listen to someone's opinion and be like, really? Is that what you think? Of course, I may not agree, but because I'm gonna
Right,
ask
right.
questions, but I just like to hear it. You know what I mean?
I'm the same way. I feel that we have to listen to both sides and be a critical
Yeah,
thinker. And even if we
absolutely,
disagree,
absolutely.
you still have to know, like, let me hear where this person is coming from. You don't want to
Hmm.
block out information. You want to be able to
No,
take that and think for yourself,
Yep.
right? That's the
yes,
most important thing. The
yeah,
problem with people is when you don't think like them and you don't agree with them, people get real ugly and disrespectful.
real disrespectful. Get loud, call you names. It's
Yes,
crazy. It's nuts.
it
Shit, I
is.
got cursed out a many a time. So I,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
I
It's
mean, the
crazy.
thing is, you could be trying to have a civilized conversation,
mm-hmm.
right? To the
Yes,
point where you may not even bring up race, but if they feel that you're going that way, oh my God, the race cards come, and you're sitting there like, I didn't mention race
yes,
not once.
yes, yes.
You brought it up. I didn't say anything. It's especially now very testy waters now. Oh
Yes,
my goodness.
But the
yeah,
only people who bring up race are the ones who are concerned about race because they are the ones you're doing something that you are doing it on a level of race. Because if you wasn't, that wouldn't be where your emotion would immediately go. So
Yep.
I always get in with those people. I give them the business.
Mm.
wow. I don't go back and forth with people online
Oh
because
my
I
God.
feel like one of the things that I noticed, I said, I'm not going to go back and forth because some people, it's not about right or wrong with them. It's really about
No,
hate that's in their heart.
that's it.
And
That's
I
in their
can't
system.
change
Yeah.
that. So it's no need for me to keep exhausting myself, trying to get someone to understand. They're not, they thinking process is based off of hate.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm child.
Yes. It's rooted. It's deeply rooted hate. You know what I mean? So
Yes,
like you got to understand that hate could be coming from like their grandparents who were probably Jim Crow babies and just pass that hatred on down. You know what I mean? It's
yes,
like generational hate. Just like we always talk about generational wealth, they have
yes.
generational hate and it's
There
like
you
deeply
go.
rooted and it's scary.
It
It's
is.
like
It
burnt
really
in
is.
their psyche.
Yep.
That is so darn true. It is so true. Man, but listen, we soldiers and we keep it pushing and we know how to rise
Absolutely.
above all of that. You know what I mean? So listen, we're gonna keep doing what we do. They can't stop us. Now let's get
Nope.
back to your
That's
podcast.
why we got to understand our worth, man.
Yes, definitely. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And a lot of people don't understand their worth. But that's a
No,
whole
not at
nother
all.
conversation. We're gonna have a
Yes.
panel for self-love. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's a
It-
fact.
Yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna talk to you about that because I was thinking about doing something like that. And I really love,
Yeah, I'll do
what
it.
you
I'll do it. I'll
table.
do it. I'll do
Yes.
it.
Okay, great. What advice would you give to someone who wants to get into doing podcasts? What would you tell
Oh,
someone?
this is a good question. I love this question. Um, One thing I would say is if you're gonna get started, remember why you got started because there are gonna be times where you're gonna be sitting there and be like, I don't feel like doing this anymore, or today, or this week, this month. Like, there's gonna be those points where you're just like, I don't know if I want to do this. You know what I mean? But
Right.
just remember why you got started. For me, why I got started, it's very therapeutic for me to have a conversation with either a like mind or a different mind. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I
Yes.
said, I like to see different perspectives, hear different perspectives, and just to talk to independent minded people, which is who I talk to a lot on the platform,
Yes.
it's very therapeutic for me. It's like, okay, it's not just me. I know there's other people out there working hard, struggling, trying to make their dreams come true. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I got started. And just to see the growth, it's also motivating. So I would tell them,
Yeah.
be patient. Be patient. Once you see the growth, you're going to probably go even harder because you're like, okay, I see what I have to do now.
Yes. Okay. I like that. I like that.
Thank
So
you.
make
Thank
sure
you.
y'all
Round of
take that
applause,
advice.
too. Whew, okay. All right. I like
Yeah.
that.
So listen, that's good advice. And because honestly, I go through those feelings sometimes. So, you
Yeah, it's
know,
real.
yeah, because and then sometimes you think, well, is it really, working? The people really paying attention? But then you see that people are,
Yeah.
So I take my focus. I have learned, and I had to learn this with over the process of doing it, even though I'm still like a baby in this. But
Yeah, me
I had
too. Me
to
too.
learn. Oh, you too, right. But we artists, so we still was already on the mic. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. That's second nature.
Yes, exactly. But I had to learn to train myself to put my energy towards the people who's giving me good energy back. Before I was
Yes.
focusing on all the negative, all the
Yeah.
naysayers, I was
Yep.
focusing on that. And that was messing with me mentally because
Yes.
it'll have you second guessing yourself. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
once I
Exactly.
started to just focus on the people that was giving good energy and good feedback. Now don't get me wrong, constructive criticism is
Yes.
okay. And I
That's
could take
good.
that. But
Yes.
I can't take jealousy and haters. And you
Yeah, like
I know
blatant
the
hate
difference.
is always whack, no matter what.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why that point that you said, you got to really remember why you started is so
Yes.
important, and you got to hold that deep in your heart. I like that.
That's a
Thank,
fact.
look, thank you for that advice because I needed that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I always look at this, you know what? Because you have loyal people to you, and to me, that's always been my reason to say, hey, let's keep this going because it's people who's always loyal. Every time we log in and we show up, there's that group of people that stay in it. They always showing up. So that's my motivation to keep doing it. You know?
Right. I
Yep.
remember Cardi B one time. I was listening to her talk on the Breakfast Club, and she was like,
Hmm.
"People don't think I deserve this," but she said, when nobody didn't want to go to those radio stations or those podcasts where it was just a couple of people tuning in. She was like, "I was there."
Yep.
So you got to
I remember
understand.
that.
Yeah, you heard that too, yeah, and that
Yes.
made me actually respect her. I said,
Yep.
I gotta respect this girl's grind because I look at it like that too. Sometimes people they're big on numbers. What are the
Yep.
numbers like? But for me, I'm more on the quality of the person because if you can see my worth now, right?
Yep.
That's what means more to me than anything else. Don't see me
Anything
when I'm
else?
already blown up, like the girl
Yep.
that only sees the basketball player who's already made it, right? You know what I mean?
Yep.
I need you to see me now because I already know my worth. I'm sure you
That's a
know
fact.
too, yours.
Yep.
You know what I
That's a
mean?
fact.
So that is an important thing. And I live by that. I pay attention. I pay attention to those who only they want to look. Well, what's going on and who's doing this? Okay,
Hmm.
if that's what you're
Hmm.
looking at and you're not looking at me or what I gotta say, then you really focus on the wrong shit. So when
That's a
things
fact.
crumble, if numbers go down, then you don't really give a damn about me.
No.
who those people remind me of though? They remind me of the people when you having a cookout or something, and they ask you who's coming over.
Oh shit. Yup.
That's
Yep.
what they.
Who
Yep.
gonna be there?
Yeah.
Me, motherfucker.
Yep. That's a fact. Yo, that's crazy. That's so true.
So listen,
Wow.
do you do any sponsorships and things like that for your
Right
podcast?
now, I just work with people that I know close to me, just basically trying to get their product out there, their name and stuff out there like that. Pretty much. That's it.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
all right.
like I have my brother who does Last Life Gaming Network. I have my boy who does Culture Wings, and then my homegirl and her husband does McChrissy's, which is food service.
Oh, so are you guys like a team? And your is it all under
Well, I
one
wouldn't say a
umbrella?
team. Last Life Gaming Network, yes, that's my brother. We're close. And MOR Apparel, that's my guy. We're part of a team together. Like we got some great things going in the future. So you should definitely tune into that. Oh man, my battery's
Oh,
dying.
oh shoot. Okay. Well, listen. Why don't you tell the people how they can support you and follow you? And if there's anything that I didn't ask you that you want people to know, say it now.
Well, follow me on Instagram at THABLASTEPODCAST. That's the Blast Podcast. Um, just follow that page. You'll learn everything about the platform. Click the link in the bio. The link tree is amazing. It has everything that you. I got playlists, all the different
Okay.
platforms I'm on. Everything. Tap into that. Lady Miz, Ray, I appreciate y'all for having me. Sucks that my
Definitely.
phone's about to die, but I think we had a
No,
great
it's
convo.
okay.
I think we
Listen,
did.
we gonna talk to you again, and we made it through. You know
Oh,
what I mean? Yes.
heck yeah. I mean, we gonna make it. We gonna
Yes,
make it.
we
That's
are.
it.
Yes, we are. And I love your energy, and I definitely want to link up with you again. So we
Yeah, for
will
sure,
keep
for
in
sure.
touch.
Yo, you know
So
what? I should have the both of y'all on my platform. Do a
yeah,
visual with y'all for sure. We
whenever
probably
you
gonna have to
ready.
get popping on 2021 for sure. Yes.
Yes, let's do it. Let's get past this rest because we about to get shut down again. This COVID this is getting crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right,
But
y'all be
we
safe, man. Thanks for having me for real.
no doubt, no
You too,
doubt,
brother.
y'all.
You too.
Listen, thanks for coming on. We appreciate you so much and keep doing what you do.
Absolutely. From the
All
ground
right.
up.
All right. That's right. The Blast Podcast, baby.
Shout out, shout
Yes,
out.
sir. Take care, y'all.
All right. You too.
Take care.
Peace.
Peace.
Okay. All right, y'all. So there you have it. Make sure you guys go follow the Blast Podcast. And he spelled that THABLASTPODCAST. So the is spelled THA, and the rest is pretty much explanatory.
Yeah, it's some real good content on it. You won't be disappointed.
That's right. What's poppin', Cisco? So y'all know we're not gonna stay too long. We like to keep our shows down to 1 hour for edited purposes. Let me give my shout outs real quick. Obviously, to DJC Radio Global. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to Grind City TV Network. I'm going to be doing and big shout out to Hip Hop TV. I'm on Hip Hop Lives Matter on that network. I'm also on Grind City TV Network. So big shout out to KB. And I have a lot of other things coming up. Unfortunately, the show that I was going to be doing in Queens is canceled due to COVID. I'm sure y'all watching the TV and y'all seeing that a lot of things is getting shut down. So yeah, I had to cancel that. So now we're keeping our fingers crossed for the event happening up here in Middletown, New York, the Mev Center. There is Grand Pooh is going to be there. Will Trax is going to be there. Shades of Black, and I hope I said that right, is going to be performing. And there's a lot of other well-known comedians in the building. It's $40 for a ticket. You can hit me up. I got tickets for you. And it's open bar and it's a buffet. So you getting food, you getting drinks, you getting comedy, and you getting some great entertainment from some dope artists. And we will be there from the ground up doing interviews and everything for those artists and comedians and people in the building. So yes, let's keep our fingers crossed that that goes through. Big shout out, as y'all see, I gotta get my staging right. But it's all good. As y'all know, and big shout out to Adrienne from Wave Pro Productions, and I hope I was okay to say that. But yes, I want a big shout out to Wave Pro Academy. I said productions. I didn't mess that up. Big shout out to Wave Pro Academy. If you guys are looking to build a business, okay? If you're looking to build the business, make sure you check that company out. That company will get you where you need to be and put you in the position to make money. Now, as y'all know, I do my wine, CBD wine. So if any of y'all is interested and you're in my area, because right now we can't ship, I have to put that out there because, and it's sadly, but unfortunately, it's the law. Can't ship the wine. So if you are in my area and you want some CBD wine, make sure you hit your girl up. I got different flavors. We got 4 flavors and all of that stuff on deck. And as y'all see, I got the Boss Chick Chips. I'm the co-founder of that as well. And that will be coming out soon in the store near you. Big shout out to Adrienne for putting me down with that. I so appreciate her and super excited about that. Did I forget anything? Oh, did y'all know? Da-da-da-da. Did you know? Wait, what am I doing? Why am I doing sounds with my mouth when I got the shit right here? Did y'all know that I got music streaming on all major platforms? Hello. My music is on all major platforms. So make sure y'all check. What the hell was that? That was my watch. Make sure you guys, if y'all haven't already, go check out my stuff. It's on all major platforms. Shaki, I hope you coming to that wine tasting, baby girl. That will be on the 10th. This Saturday, I'm having a wine tasting. So make sure, and people will get to taste that CBD wine, and I will be selling it and have some bottles on deck. But if you can't make the tasting, you can always put your order in because I do gift baskets and holiday baskets and birthday baskets and pop-up shops. And I also do wine tastings at your house if you want to have one at your house. So hit your girl up. I am extremely busy doing a few different things, and I'm loving it, but I'm trying to stay safe out here in these streets. What you got to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody who tunes in every week to see us.
Yes,
we appreciate you and we see you. Thank you.
Okay,
I ain't got no
there we
friends.
Go.
So everybody,
no.
she shout out.
I can't take it. Your friends is my friends.
Yeah. I ain't doing nothing other than this, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll be busy real soon.
Man,
I got
listen.
other projects about to pop off from.
Yes, well, you be doing the security that you got coming up. So if anybody need that, he got that on deck. He does security. And listen, y'all. Shout out to all the Black people out there. I just got to tell y'all, if you don't already, make sure you go get your gun license. There's classes that you can take, and there's some ways that, I ain't gonna say that on here, but listen, at the end of the day, make sure you do what you got to do to bear arms to protect yourself, because we're living in a crazy time. And look, at the end, you got to protect yourself. I'm trying to really be politically correct on this mic right now, but you do have to do what you got to do to protect yourself. And it's your right. If you don't have a record and you don't have a felony, go out there and take, what is the class that you got to take?
For what?
For the gun license.
The NRA? Well, yes.
Yeah, but what
class.
is it called? But it's a gun safety course, okay?
Safety course, yeah.
It's a gun safety course that you guys could take, and then you take that, and then when you finish, then you apply for your license to get your gun. We're in the process of doing that now. I think it's important to do that, but not just for that, but we have businesses and things like that. So that's the real reason why we're doing it. We're doing it because, if we're going to be working with, if you have a business and you're dealing with money and cash and you're out here and traveling, you should have some type of protection. So it's way beyond just bearing arms, right? Because we know that we got the police for that. You hear me? Listen closely. Hint.
I know what I can say.
Okay.
Pretty soon I will be a licensed armed security. So if you're ever looking for some arm protection, yeah, hit me up.
That's right. There you go. And that's it from us, from the ground up. Listen, I got to go to the bathroom. Y'all, I'm always telling my personal business on here. I got to go to the bathroom, but we are going to be doing a pop-up show. Like sometimes we just want to come on here and talk, but we don't really get deep into those conversations when we have other people on the platform, because we want it to be about talking to them and engaging with them, and for y'all to get to know them if you don't already know them. So I'm going to repeat this again. Big shout shout out to the Blast Podcast, who was just on here.
Word.
Make sure y'all go follow him, give him a like, give him a shout out. If you're an artist or an entrepreneur, whatever you do, if you in the entertainment business or you're doing something with yourself, hit him up because he got it going on, and his energy's dope. He's a very positive person. Listen, and he's very, very supportive. So make sure you guys check out the Blast Podcast, and spelling that, you want to spell it because I spelled it already. I'm tired of spelling it.
THABLASTPODCAST.
All right. Okay.
And you can follow his link on his Instagram. He got a link tree. It'll give you to all the stuff he do.
That's right. All right. So make sure y'all go check him out. Support that brother. He's doing big things, and that's what it's about. It's about us supporting each other.
Yep.
And that's it. We about to close out, y'all. So you got anything else to say?
Nope.
All right. We out of here, y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. Let's go.
Be easy, people. Take care.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.